Good morning. Um, Today is a quick roundup of what's happened in the past week. The most exciting thing is the bundle of holding. Um, Down here, the last product in the core collection are uh, the Blaze in the Dark solo rules. Now, uh, the way this works is that you get paid a proportion of the total uh, donation, depending on the value of your product. So I'm getting about 1/30th of the author's cut from this. Now, when you look at the sales reports, there's this row that says display bundle of holding sales. Now, when you are in the bundle of holding, all the files and downloads are managed by DriveThru, but you get paid directly from the bundle of holding site. So this is sort of since well, the bundle went live 2 days ago. Um, so that's 1,251 downloads in the uh, past 2.5 days. And ballpark figure, I'm only earning about 60 cents per copy, but still that's $800 worth of sales, which is yeah, this time of year you can't really complain at that. So that's really exciting. It's a massive discount as well. So if you are interested in Blades in the Dark for yourself, then this sale goes on to the 11th of January. It's well worth picking up. Uh, I've got it all. I've got everything on there, so it's all good stuff. So yeah, that's the bundle of holding. Um, the solo adventures for Stars Without Number, that is still ticking along. This is, can you see the dates? Yes, you can. Um, since last Wednesday to yesterday, that was six sold, so it is still tripping along there. And uh, I went over the 700 sales, so it's 290, well, no, 300 to go for platinum. I have enough uh, publisher points to do two deals of the day. And so this will be, I've got one in the queue and enough publisher points for two more. So this will be the next um, uh, deal of the day that I put in the queue, where I'm kind of hoping that that would sell 200 copies because that's what the Blades one sold. And it had quite a long tail after that. So if that would push that to 900, then we are really in the home straight then for uh, getting the platinum. The queue last time I looked for the deal of the day was 70 something days. Um, One product has been in there for nearly 60 days now, so that should be coming up in the next 10-15 days. And so, by my reckoning, this should be deal of the day before the end of March. So, first half of 2021, I should get my second platinum, which will be really cool. Um, Unfortunately, the bundle of holding sales don't count towards metals. Otherwise, that would be absolutely awesome. The other exciting thing that I'm working on at the moment is, sorry, I closed the browser window. Just bear with me a second. Um, it's Wicked Ones. Uh, if I just bring up this post, Wicked Ones is a Forged in the Dark game. There's the cover there. It was released today, um, and it is uh, a game which I was asked to make the solo rules for. So I've been reading it for the last week or so, and getting into the making the character. Uh, and it's released today, and the solo rules should be along fairly shortly. Um, that's yeah. I'm quite excited about this whole you know, getting in to writing the rules for games you know, prior to release. So I'll get rid of that now. Uh, but I was thinking about this this morning that as more and more games are getting solo rules on release or built into the rule books, uh, you know, Twilight 2000, that's got solo rules built in. Terrors and Tommy Guns will have solo rules. That was a Kickstarter stretch goal. Of Wicked Ones is getting solo rules, very shortly after release. Solo has, had a massive surge in 2020, and if that carries on and solo rules become a default part of the rule set or the toolbox, where does that leave the more generic systems like Mythic and Oon and Freeform Universal? Uh, it obviously their followers and adherents will just stick with them. If you know something, if you got a tool that you like and enjoy, then you're going to stick with it. But the new solo players are unlikely to look for something completely generic if they learnt the solo rules when they learnt to play the game. And I can see publishers introducing the solo rules as a GM tool for learning the game. We all get told when we get a new game, or we used to be, to make some characters to get used to it. Well, that's going to turn into make some characters and then play something because here's the solo rules. And I'm just wondering whether it's a turning point for all of these generic systems, universal solo systems. But I'm sure this was these thoughts were triggered after doing the solo roundtable. Uh, but yeah, that was just my thought for the day. It's you where does the future of solo play lie? From a publisher point of view, um, one of the things I've been asked the most is how do you get into the bundle of holding? And because I don't know a single publisher that wouldn't turn down an extra $800 this time of year, and I don't know the answer. The owner of Bundle of Holding, Alan Varney, he came to me, um, but he came to me within a week or so of Alone in the Dark going platinum. So I don't know if he went through the Adamantia, Mithril, Platinum, reaching out to the publishers to build the bundle, and just because that one happened to feature, um, it got picked up. Uh, I don't know. So I'm obviously if he turned around and said he was doing a stars that number bundle tomorrow, I would be, I'd bite his hand off to be in the next bundle as well. I'm sure that isn't going to happen, um, but I don't know anyone else of kind of our kind of low level scale of publisher that's been involved in one of these. So if you do know any, how or why you can get involved in the bundle of holding, I would love to know what's going on in the background. Um, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share the stats from it, so I can only really show you stuff that relates directly to my own publication. And I will show you where it stands next week, and at the end of the after the 11th of January, when it's all over, I will show you, how it went. So that's it. Everything is kind of ticking along. Oh, the only other thing is, I did make a slight tweak to. Now, can you see that I've put the slanted cover on here? Now, the page width has changed. These are now 35 Ms. I was reading and one of the about optimizing product pages, and one of the recommendations was no wider than 35 Ms, 25 to 35 Ms. So that is what I've done, which meant I had to scale down the uh, images a little bit. And I think that's the only change. So if you bring that up, you see that is the old one. It's got the spelling mistake in there. I had no idea that spelling mistake was there forever. But that's only because it's cached. Um, Maybe if I control refresh that. Um, that's one thing I really dislike about the DriveThru site, is that it caches so many images, and for so long. That's been changed for a week or more now. So it seems to be thinking a bit longer. So I'm hoping I'm going to get a fresh copy and not the cached copy. Um, but when it comes up, see, the spelling mistake's been fixed. There we go. The spelling mistake's been fixed. It's got the different copy, the different image, and I think it's in still one of the more popular ones. When this loads, so that's one of mine, but where are we? There's another one of mine. I thought when I was there we go, it is still on the first page. So it does stand out that little bit. But what's quite nice about the slanted cover is it makes the metal badge, when you're putting them on there, stand out a bit more. Some of them, that's not bad on a black background, but some of them, if I can find another one, the whole point of putting it on the cover is to make the product stand out. Um, but if the metal badge gets lost in the generic background, right there, it kind of gets lost a little bit. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, this is the problem. All the Zweihander stuff, they have these. They're meant to be the new ones, and they really don't stand out. So here you've got, um, where's that one there? That's a gold, and it's almost completely lost in the, that's silver. Are they only actually using the traditional ones? I don't think there are in here, but they might be on the top row. Um, but yeah, that's mine, and no, it's not. I've got Maze Rat is mine. Against the black, it's fine. There, you see that gets kind of lost. Um, so yeah, my next way to try and make it stand out is I'm putting them, say, just off the actual cover itself. Um, and if you look at my footer block here, so that's the platinum one just off to the side. That's a silver down there. I'm hoping that that will just make them stand out a little bit, as opposed to, can you see some of these? They're just they don't really stand out as well as they could. So you're going to see more of these appearing. So that really is it now. That's the update on Stars Without Number, and the next thing I'm experimenting with the covers. Oh, and following on from last week's, you see that's picked up 34 shares. Um, so and someone said I've forgotten who it was that made the comment. But if I just search for Tilt a second. Now, Tilt is a booklet that, oh, hang on a second. Tilt is a booklet that I really, really like. It introduced the cut up solo. Um, Now, if I can search for that one, here we go. Now, in one of the comments, someone said that they thought that some of my books were getting more social shares because they were very niche products and they were being shared in um, sort of particular Facebook groups, specialist Facebook groups. Now, the granddaddy of them all for Cut Up Solo is Tilt, and it is a silver bestseller and it has 0 shares. So if it was the idea of some of my booklets were being shared because they were a kind of niche to the solo uh, uh, community, then Tilt should have been uh, one of the most shared of all, being the source of it all. And I've been sort of telling people about it. I've been blogging about it. Now, this product was my first cut up solo. I seeded it with 1 share, and it now is showing 4. So Tilt, which is the go-to for cut up, has no shares, and because no one ever did the first one. This book was released 3 weeks ago, December the 7th, just over 3 weeks ago, and it's already picked up 4. So I'm thinking that is more evidence of the fact that if you at least start the sharing with 1 share, then it will precipitate more shares. So I really think that that is worth doing. Just as soon as you release it, click the share it to Facebook, and then when you've got all that homepage exposure because you're on the newest list and you maybe get into the hottest lists, you're getting the most page views. I think that will get you more Facebook shares as well. So that's it. I think I've caught up with everything. Oh, there's one last one that I will quickly check on. On Monday, I released the 3rd cut up book, which was the Charles Next to Wars. Now, I shared this once myself, and let's see how many is it showing. So this one literally only has the 1 share. That was me. It's got no organic shares at all. So yeah, we'll be able to watch that and see if it picks up more, because Cthulhu is and Lovecraft is really, really popular, and this book is selling quite well. So yeah, that's it. That's the catch up now of everything I've got kind of in progress. Monday's book, when I release it, will not be a cut up. It will be a genuine solo set. So yeah, that'll be something different. Because these days they're taking a bit longer to write because I don't have the game experience. Okay, so that is it now. Okay, see you after Christmas.